Breaking news. We've signed a striker. It's about time. Now, just before we carry on with this video, quick shout out to the guys at OneFootball. It's the best footballing app out there for all of your footballing needs. On a match day, you can get scores, lineups quickly, league tables, whatever you want. You get news, updates on transfers as well, which we all love to see. You can set your favourite team as well, so obviously if you're a Villa fan, you get Villa news nice and fast, get alerts to your phone, etc, things like that. So download OneFootball, top link in the description. Please do, helps me out, and of course it'll help you out on a match day. So download OneFootball. Cheers. Well, morning fellas, welcome back to another Villa on Tour video today. We've signed a striker. Oh, it's about time. It's what, over 2 weeks into the transfer window? We needed one. We need another one, to be fair. We've got this Ali Samatta geezer. Mbwana, Ali Samatta. I hope I'm saying that right. If there's any Tanzania... Wait, Tanzanians? Tanzania? If there's any Tanzanian people watching, let me know if I'm saying that right, but a striker. So he's just turned 27, he's 5'11" tall, so he's not short and he's relatively quick from what I've heard. He's from Genk. I believe the fee's 8.5 million to 9 million, somewhere around that, so he's not expensive. Like I said, signed from the Belgian league. Shock. We've signed a lot of players from there, Nakamba, Wesley obviously, but they're saying that Benteke came from there as well, so. But now Samatta's come in, that does mean that Kodja has left. He's gone to some team in Qatar, Al Gharafa, something like that. I believe the fee's 2 to 3 million euros or something like that, which you've done very well to get, to be fair, because his contract runs out in the summer. So to get anything for him is a bonus. Now, look, we've got a lot of good memories of Kodja. When he came in, he basically kept us in the championship. He scored 19 goals. We were a one-man team, 100%. But, you know, since the injuries, he's had 2 or 3 bad injuries, and mostly on his ankle, I think. So it is a shame. He just didn't really take to the Premier League, did he? I know his attitude and his work rate got a lot of criticism from me as well. But I'm kind of sad to see him go, but on the other hand, for the benefit of the team, I'm not. But just in remembrance of Kodja, he's not died or anything, but these are my personal highlights of Jonathan Kodja.
It's Jimmy Danger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I know Kodja was a bit of a nut job, and I kind of like that about him, but, you know, the club wouldn't let him go if they weren't confident of Samatta coming in. I'm actually filming this before it's been announced, so that's my sort of reasoning there. But if you are actually seeing this, he's signed, so get in. So obviously, back onto Samatta. Like I said, came from Genk in the Belgian league. He scored 42 goals in about 98 games, I think it is. He's been at Genk since 2016, so he's had a fair few years there. His scoring record in the Belgian league is better than Wesley's though, so there's a little bit of hope there. I know Wesley was never that sort of striker that scored, you know, 20, 25 goals a season. Samatta maybe could be that man. What I like about him as well, that he's played in European competition, he's played in the Champions League, Europa League. In the last 2 years in European competition, he scored 12 in 17 games, which is very, very impressive. This season, I actually do remember him. I watched Liverpool versus Genk, both games in the Champions League group stages. I remember looking at Samatta and thinking, decent little striker there. I've had a few Liverpool fans tell me that he caused them problems in both games. I think he scored at Anfield as well. I know they lost that game, but he scored a decent header at Anfield. So if you can replicate that when we go to Anfield in April, that'll be much appreciated, Ali, mate. Like I said earlier, he's a Tanzanian international. I think he's been in their international squad since 2011, so he's been in there for quite a while. Scored 20 goals in just over 50 games, so he's a goal scorer. That's what he does. We've got a little bit of an African Villa alliance going on. Of course, we've got the Egyptians in Elmo and Trezeguet. We've got the Zimbabwe in Marv. And we've got the Tanzanian in now Samatta. So hopefully we can get some more Tanzanian as well as Egyptian, Zimbabwe and Villa fans. Hopefully the Ghana Lions are a big fan of the whole African Villa alliance going on. It's quite cool though, it is cool. So when I put on my Instagram story yesterday talking about the whole Samatta thing, a Genk fan actually messaged me and I was asking him, what sort of striker is Samatta, and this is what I got back. He says he's a good passing striker, nice finishing, good heading, like a basic good striker. He's perfect for a team like Villa. His dribbling and skills are okay, but not the best. A good Premier League striker, I think, and apparently he is fast. So he doesn't sound, he's not incredible. I'd expect him to be sort of average. I mean, for the fee, you're not going to expect him to be incredible, but if you set your standards low, you can only be easily impressed. That's the sort of negativity that we're going with here. But I think the vital thing there is that he's got a bit of pace, because apart from, you know, maybe Gilbert, El Ghazi at a push, we don't have pace in the Villa squad. And I think especially up top is where we need it. You know, like I said, the wingers aren't especially fast and they're very inconsistent as well. So we've got a little bit of pace up front now, and that is absolutely vital in my opinion. You know, you look at Jack maybe putting through balls through to Samatta or things like that, because hopefully Jack can thrive when you've got a pacey striker there. Now, I've got a stat map from the Scouted Hub here, and it may look a little bit complicated. He said the good things about Samatta are his finishing, work rate, leadership, energy, physicality and pace, which is what I was talking about there, absolutely vital. He says his height's not the best, but he's 5'11", so he's not exactly short. He scores a lot of headers from what I've seen. His dribbling isn't the best. Look at the heat map on the left as well. He's all over the place, which I like. His work rate is very, very good there. I'm not sure what it says about headers there, because I've seen compilations on YouTube and stuff, you know. Whenever a new striker signs or a new player signs that you're not exactly familiar with, the first thing a lot of us do, check their FIFA card, which is here, and check a little YouTube compilation. Admit it, everyone, we've all done it. And by the looks of it, he's like a poacher. He scores a lot of headers, which I like as well, because Wesley didn't do that. And we're the only Premier League team, I believe, that haven't scored a header all season, which is not good. This Genk fan as well, which I was talking to, he also introduced me to the Samatta song, which I like. It goes a little bit like this. So what they're saying is Samagol, Samatta, yeah, you know. That's his Instagram as well, Samagol, so maybe that's a thing. Hopefully we can get that song going on the Holt, because that would just, I can just imagine it when he's popped in the winner against someone, singing that song. It's what dreams are made of. So of course, whenever a new player signs, I like to get you guys involved on Twitter, asking for your thoughts, and I did that. Christopher here says, he can score and is quite pacey too, should be a good signing if we play to his strengths. We need to do more counter-attacking football and get the ball up to this guy faster. Play Jack closer to him like we did with Wes at Burnley, and he will get plenty of goals. I like that. It's a good point about the pace, like I touched on earlier. Hopefully Jack can thrive with a pacey striker, because Wesley just isn't that sort of player. Got another tweet here, it says, the pressure on him is immense and he has to hit the ground running. That is a worry, as it takes players a while to settle in, especially in January. It's great that we've beaten Norwich, Brighton, Newcastle to his signature, but the Premier League is brutal and we have to get behind him. That's a great point. I think, you know, the pressure is on him. We've literally got no other strikers unless we get another one in at some point. So, like that geezer said, the pressure is massively on him to hit the ground running, because if he doesn't, we're in massive trouble. Now, at the point of filming, I think it's about 12 o'clock on the Friday. He hasn't officially signed yet, so I don't think he can play at Brighton tomorrow, which is not ideal, because it looks like it's going to be El Ghazi up top again, which is not the best in the world. Obviously, with Kodja going the other way, we've literally got no strikers at the club, which is not great. But at least he will be here for the Watford game next week and the Bournemouth game the week after, I think it is, which is absolutely vital. Like, this run of 3 or 4 games, huge. And I think, you know, we've said it in the past, it will define our season, because they're the teams around us, and at the moment we're in the relegation zone. So Samatta, Samagol has to get firing. Hopefully he will. Let's get behind him. Let's, you know, sing his name when he's unveiled at Villa Park, hopefully on Tuesday against Watford, but we shall see. But anyway, that is all from me. Of course, I will be at Brighton tomorrow. There won't be any Samatta, which is disappointing, but hopefully we'll see him for the first time on a Tuesday against Watford. Leave your thoughts on the Samatta signing. How happy are you with it? You probably hadn't heard of him before today or yesterday, so it's a bit of an unknown signing, but, you know, sometimes they're the best ones. Just look at Benteke. But without further ado, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Up the Samatta. See you on Saturday against Brighton. Up the Villa.